The main event of WrestleMania most likely is going to be the World Heavyweight Championship match. Triple H is going to defend against Roman Reigns. Sean, I'm going to go with you first on this one. I know that you are completely against Roman Reigns, especially being the figurehead of the company going forward. What's your excitement level for this match?
Below par. I'm more interested in watching the Total Divas tag match more than this. Fuck this match. Fuck Roman Reigns. Just fuck off and die.
Salt. You are very salty, Sean.
Can we have Seth Rollins come down and cash in again, please?
I mean, I wouldn't be too upset if that happened.
Since he doesn't have that, and it's not an option, I think that that's probably not going to happen.
No.
I have to admit, it'd be kind of interesting if you hear Seth Rollins' theme come out. I'd be like, what? Just da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He comes in with another Money in the Bank, and they're like, yeah, who gives a shit about logic? I'll laugh my ass off if that ended up happening.
He's cashing in. I'm not sure how, but he's cashing in.
Somehow he's cashing in a Money in the Bank that he didn't even fucking win. And he's injured. He's limping down to the ring instead of running down.
He wrestled with a torn freaking ACL.
I tell you what I am looking forward to about this match, though, is how loud the fans are going to boo.
I would be surprised if some people walk out.
Booed out of the building. He's got to physically get booed out of the building, right?
Physically get booed.
Yeah.
Like the boos are going to get up and walk out the building.
If it goes on after the Hell in a Cell, people are going to be pissed.
The placement for this match is going to be a huge factor. Like, we were talking a little bit before, I think it was on the Monday Night Raw post show, it might have been Smack Talk last week, but how bad is it going to be if they do Hell in a Cell, and then they do, like, the Divas Championship match, and then this match? I mean, we were talking before, the worst thing would have been the Total Divas match. But thankfully, that's on the pre-show, but, man, like, what can they do to make sure that this crowd doesn't just turn on it? I think they're screwed.
I would have this match first on the card.
You know how they could totally make sure this match doesn't get booed if they just don't have the match? I think that's really the only way that could happen.
Yeah, Roman Reigns gets assaulted backstage by Seth Rollins.
Not even that. But
Seth Rollins versus Triple H for the title.
No, I'm just being real. This match is going to get booed, and I hate that it would come to that because Roman Reigns, unlike Sean's saltiness, he's not that bad of a wrestler. He gets shitted on way too much. But WWE really fucked this up. They've had a year. They've had almost 2 years to build this match. Ever since Seth Rollins turned on both him and Dean Ambrose, they have been building this. And they fucked it up by not making Roman Reigns someone the fans could cheer for. I like him, but not everyone does. And that's really the thing that hurts it the most.
So, Wago, if you're looking at this match, you're a big Triple H fan. And you're actually not one of those people that shits all over Roman Reigns. No matter what, this match isn't going to please everybody. I mean, we could have any scenario, people are going to be pissed about it. Is it better to go with Roman Reigns winning the most logical way and just possibly ending WrestleMania off with a bunch of boos? And people going, because people are going to bitch and complain, they're going to do the whole, oh, fuck this, I'm not going to watch wrestling anymore. Is that the way to go, the safe route like that, or should they maybe just keep it on Triple H?
I think Roman Reigns has to win. You've committed to the storyline at this point. So stick with your guns, because every time you don't, you fuck it up.
It's not like last year where they got out of it by having Seth Rollins cash in. There's really no other way to go about this. He kind of has to win this match.
And you know what?
Invested so much into this guy. Think about it. They gave this guy the record for the most eliminations in Survivor Series. Gave him for the record for the most eliminations in a Royal Rumble. They made him a 2-time champion relatively quickly. They made him the standout of the hottest act of the last 5 years. Like, there's nothing more they could have done to invest into this guy, and the only thing they can do is follow it through.
What were you going to say, Wayo?
Shit, I forgot.
Probably the same kind of points, because I think we're all sort of hovering around the same idea here. Roman Reigns has to win this match.
I would love for Triple H to win.
Really?
I would love for him to win. And I think it's almost the smart thing to do. with the way that crowd's going to be and the way the crowd has been receiving Roman Reigns, it might not be the worst idea to call an audible and do that. But with all you've invested in Roman Reigns, you have to stay the course. You have to.
The only way they could get around this is if there's a buttload of interferences, and for some reason The Rock has the ability to restart the match because it ended with like a faulty way. That'd be the only way I could see him doing something like that.
Oh, you want to talk about something that would get people really buzzed? What if The Rock screwed Roman Reigns?
I've been building to something like that. I wouldn't be upset. I want to see Reigns and Rock at one point.
Except The Rock, even if he turned heel, would still be the babyface in that match.
Oh, well, yeah, it's a guarantee. But, like, man, how crazy would fans go if, like, The Rock comes out and everybody's like, oh, fuck, he's going to help Roman Reigns win. And he gives the fucking rock bottom to Roman Reigns, and he shakes Triple H's hand real quick, you know?
The only way Roman Reigns would get cheered is if that happened.
I think he still would get, people would cheer Rock doing that to Roman Reigns. But that would be a good way to set something up. I mean, I don't think that's happening at all.
Well,
I'd be more into that than him helping out the New Day, you know?
See, the thing is, they've gone super Reigns mode with Roman and have him kicked out of ridiculous shit before. I feel like if they even do that, he would kick out of it and would win the match there still and just stare Rock down at the end of the match.
I got it. Here's what you do. All right, Rock comes out. Everyone thinks he's going to help Roman. He turns around and he rock bottoms Roman Reigns. Everyone gets super excited. Rock shakes hands with Triple H. But then he pulls in Triple H and rock bottoms him too. The crowd's like, what the fuck's going on? Rock drapes Roman's arm over Triple H. They count the pin. Rock grabs the title and just throws it on top of Roman's lifeless body. And there's your setup for Rock vs. Roman next year.
Kind of like, your family, so I'm helping you out, but I don't fucking like you, dude.
And and this way you'll get the crowd excited for The Rock, like, oh yes, The Rock, he's doing the cool thing. Oh no, he's not doing the cool thing. And then people will actually boo The Rock.
I want Triple H versus The Rock more. Maybe I'm in the minority, but I still want that match.
Well, that sets it up for both.
Yeah,
you can do Triple H versus Rock at SummerSlam. Or either or.
Tell you what, there's worse options out there. I'd be down with it.
As long as it doesn't end with Roman Reigns holding the belt, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, it's ending with Roman Reigns holding the belt.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, at least it being draped over him.
Is there any way that The Rock could invoke a rematch clause in the middle of this match? Because he never got a rematch for the WWE title.
Just come down in the middle of the match like, I'm invoking it right now.
Yeah.
What? I guess that's the
equivalent. There we go. The Rock cashes in. Happy days.
And since he's not allowed to wrestle, they all just lay down and he pins them.
Yeah. He just does the finger poke of doom or something like that.
Here's something that might come into play here. If Shane McMahon beats Undertaker earlier in the night, they can make it to where he's got control for WrestleMania going forward. And he might throw something in to change this matchup a little bit. Like if they do Shane versus
that you said
Undertaker.
WrestleMania the same way the guy says the planet Area.
WrestleMania. That might be something that could end up happening. I mean, we've had weird stuff get changed at the last minute for WrestleMania, and we've had situations like Daniel Bryan get into the title match and come out with the championship. We've had, tons of pay-per-views where it's like, and you know what? Now this is no DQ or something like that. That could end up happening here. I wouldn't be too shocked. But I can't imagine a scenario where, like, what would he do, I'm assuming this is just going to be a straight-up match. Roman Reigns wins. That's the end of it. And if it ends the pay-per-view with a whole bunch of boos, WWE's just going to be like, oh, God damn it, why are you still booing him? But then they'll move on and whatever. Peyton, you going Roman Reigns or you going Triple H?
Oh, it's so tough. It really is.
Tough.
Like, it's tough. And I think I can say Roman Reigns pretty confidently, but how it happens, I could not even begin to tell you. I think this match has as many options to end as the Undertaker-Shane match. Because you could have that same interference in this match. The Wyatts could get involved here. Dean Ambrose could come down. The Rock could come down.
I mean, shit, they ended the last, the go-home show with just a big brawl with everyone, so...
Shit, Titus could come down.
Oh, how great would that be? He's just pissed off at the authorities. Like, all I did was grab him, goddamn.
I'm done.
Drew, who you go with? Roman Reigns?
I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns, and as soon as that 1, 2, 3 pinfall, you hear the piped-in cheers of hundreds of thousands of people, of the millions
The
of
piped-in
Roman
cheers.
Reigns fans. I'm gonna be really excited. And honestly, if they did, I know people would complain about that. I would love that. Just have piped-in cheers to make the moment better. I would
They
love
press the wrong button and it's Goldberg chants.
it.
Actually, that was supposed to be for Ryback.
Yeah. Sean, you going Roman Reigns?
Yep. Nah, be about it, but yep.
I love the enthusiasm.
Where the fuck is Big Show's gun? Somebody needs to use that on
Big Show's locker, probably.
There we go. Solves everybody's problems.
Big Show's bag. And away you go, round us out. Who you go with, Roman Reigns or Triple H?
Roman Reigns, and I think it's going to be a pretty standard win.
Yeah. But who knows? We could be in for something crazy. That's it, though, for our predictions for WrestleMania 32. Make sure you guys all leave your comments below. Tell us what you think is going to happen in all these different matches. What are you most excited about to happen throughout the night? What match do you think is going to be the match of the night? And how do you think this is all going to come to a head the Monday Night Raw afterward, which, you know, tends to be one of the best shows of the year, too. So are we going to get any surprises for that one? If there's going to be anything that happens at WrestleMania that needs to be carried over or anything like that, whatever the case may be, drop those comments below. We have one more thing left to do for episode number 227, and that is the final fantasy league for the season. So stay tuned for part 15.